What's up, people?
What it do?
This is gonna be part of the podcast, but we decided to do this early so we can give our fresh takes off Colassacon.
Yep, you want to give as much details as you can, as soon as you can, so that way you don't forget. First 72 hours.
We can
or
start.
First 48.
I started there on Wednesday.
Yeah, you can go ahead and tell yours, and then I'll come in.
On Wednesday, there wasn't really much going on because they were setting up. Because Colassacon is officially from Thursday to Sunday. It was badge pickup, but I didn't pre-order my thing, so I couldn't pick it up. So I just hung out with some fellow Kalahari workers that I work with.
Until when?
On Wednesday until like 1.
What? They didn't start selling them until 1?
No. I couldn't get a badge at all because I didn't pre-order it.
Oh, you have to pre-order? I didn't know that.
For Wednesday.
Where do you pre-order at?
Online.
That's for all you people. If you didn't know, you have to pre-order them. I didn't know that. You got to pre-order it online at what website?
Colassacon, probably.
All right. Colassacon.com or Facebook or something like that?
No, it would be the official website.
I didn't know they had an official website. That's crazy.
Yeah, Colassacon official, man.
I could tell all that money they was making. So
I was just chilling there on Wednesday, hanging out with some people. Then I went on Thursday. He wasn't there Thursday because he had to work pretty late.
Yep.
I went there early on in the day, and I went to some panels and looked around the dealer rooms. Everything wasn't set up yet either at that time. So I just had a little bit of fun. I came back and chilled for a little bit, and then I was like, I'll go back later when the 18th.
Can you describe what that little fun was? What was that?
That was Thursday. That was a long time ago. I mean, there was panels. I don't remember the exact panels because we went to a lot of panels. The only panels that really stick out to me are the funny ones, the 18 and up ones.
No. Don't go too far now. We only on Thursday. All right.
I went to one 18 up one there on Thursday, and it was they were reading fan fiction, and then they would pick up 2 people from the crowd, and they would be the characters while the guy was a narrator or whatever. It was pretty funny.
Sounds like it. So
I did that. Then Friday came along. I went early in the day again, and I came back, and then I ate, and then I was gonna wait for you, but you were like, "No, why are you waiting for me for?"
Yeah.
And then I was like, because I was gonna go back, and I'm figuring out a wait for you. You're like, no.
Yeah.
You didn't think I was gonna go back there that night, though. I think that's what it was.
I just wanted you to. What I wanted you to do in my brain is you work hard, right? You work hard. So, you took this week off. If you didn't know, Dante took this week off to go to Colassacon.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I want you to enjoy your experience. I don't want you to be at the house at all. At all.
Well,
I want you to be outside. I want you to be hanging and talking and chatting, conversating with all these people that you'll probably never see or you'll see until next year. So if I see you while I'm here, I'm just assuming you been here an hour. So I'm like, man, there's so much stuff going on at Colassacon. I could tell because I've been there. You kind of don't need to come back.
Well, I have a dog to take care of, first of all, so I'll have to take Jess out eventually.
Yeah.
So I was like, I might as well come back because I was there at Colassacon early on until 4, which he didn't understand. I don't thought or something. Because I was like, because I'm
4 in the morning?
No, until in the afternoon. I was like, you didn't even give me a time to explain when you came in though. But I was trying to explain to you what happened. I was there from 11 a.m. till 4. So I came back because I wanted to eat. I had to take Jess out, and I got some more stuff for my costumes. But as usual, you're just like, no. And then I'm like, all right, I'm not going to try to explain it to him.
You don't need to. I still see it as that. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to argue with you, but I still see it as that. Like, you shouldn't have been. You should have been gone. I could have took care of Jess. You should have been gone. You could have shot me a text. Hey, I'm at Colassacon. Can you take care of her? I would have been like, I got you. Just send me the pics, dog. Boom, bam. I ain't gonna let Jess. You know, Jess part of the squad. I ain't gonna let her go crazy. I'm gonna make sure she got her bowl full and water full. You know.
As usual, we don't see eye to eye, but it's fine.
Yeah. That's what makes us, man. Contrarian.
Then we went on Friday night, and we went to wrestling.
Friday morning, what'd you do? That's what you said, right?
Yeah, that's what I went to Colassacon.
Okay.
I don't remember what I did. Some panels.
All right, this is where I come in.
People.
This is where I come in. Oh yeah. Wait. Before I say that, look at that cloud sniffing there, Paul. But the one thing I was like, man, Dante, I wish you would have took pictures on that first day because I know it was live. So I wanted to see how the setup was and all that. I never been there for the setup, and I wanted to see how people was coming in and all that. Because you know, people, they come in, they expect something. Their energy is up here. So when they first come in, I just want to see how they looking and all that stuff before they get hammered and slammered with the alcohol and stuff like that. And he came back. I was like, "You took pictures? No. You took videos? No. You talked to anybody? I did. You shooting content for the pod or nothing like that? No. Oh my god! So I'm like, man, what is? Cause it's like, man, you could have lied and been like, I went, but how would we have known? How would the people have known? But anyways, Friday, I come in Friday night. I link up with Dante. Well, Dante is already here, so we link up together, and we take our own cars and we go to Colassacon, right? Not lying, right?
Yeah.
All right. So then we get there, and we look around. I'm like, oh my god, it's fucking crazy. Then we look around, we ain't find nothing, and then we go to the wrestling room, and then there you go. Whatever you say.
The wrestling event was pretty awesome. You know, they had the ring announcer guy. He was really funny. I remember, excuse me.
They had Green Lantern. They had a tag team match, right? Oh, wait. I'm going too crazy. I recorded a lot on my phone of the wrestling match because I thought it was pretty cool. The first one was...
Wasn't it Free Guy?
It was.
Free Guy versus some bigger guy.
It was Free Guy versus just regular guy. Regular guy. And I thought the regular guy should win, but the momentum was on Free Guy as soon as he...
Everybody loved Free Guy.
They called him Blue Shirt Guy because they didn't know who Free Guy was.
Well, isn't that what they called him in the movie?
No, they just called him Guy.
But then some of them be like Blue Shirt Guy.
So I watched the whole movie, and the only people that called him Blue Shirt Guy was the devs and the coders and stuff like that. They thought he was an actual player and not an NPC, and that was that. Yeah, that was the first match. The Free Guy won, Ryan Reynolds. So that was live. Then we had the what is it called? The It lady versus the dude. That was a mixed match, and they came out at the same time. That was weird. I like that though.
I think no disqualification match actually.
Yeah, that was crazy too.
They were playing Dashi's song "You'll Float Too." I noticed that.
Man, that was a nice touch. I remember them just going outside and just getting hit with the chairs.
They were right by us.
Yeah,
like one time.
Rolling around. I was like, this is crazy.
There was a ladder involved.
So once you see that, Colassacon is on just up and up. You're like, But I'm like, this is a great way to come in. You come in on a wrestling match, this is great for Colassacon. It's great for me. So then the next match was, I think it was a Green Lantern and Superman versus
Super Guy,
Super Guy versus who?
Sub-Zero, and Johnny Cage.
Oh yeah. And that match was, I didn't like that one. I ain't gonna lie, because
They
it's
just
just
dudes took their shirt off.
yeah.
I remember that.
I remember that too. It felt like the wrong guys won. If I was in charge, I would have to play to my audience. And so if my audience likes, these guys, boy, I'd be like, yo, I gotta step in and change the result of the match, because what's the point? You want to feed the people who are feeding you, right? So
Sometimes.
yes.
But you need a good villain though.
Yeah, exactly.
So in the main event, that's what we had. We had a good villain.
Transition. I like that. In the main event, yeah, it was. What is it? What was the guy? Rock Lee.
Dude, I think it's portraying Rock Lee. I think the other guy, he was a champion.
Yeah, he looked like the Masters, Chris Masters. Like he's about to put some people in the Master Lock. He had the white tights on. Like he looked like a real professional wrestler. Don't get me wrong. All these other people were amateur wrestlers, and they had more wrestling experience than me. Let me
But
not.
they didn't have like the professional wrestler look.
Yeah, they didn't have that attire. He had that attire. Like he could be in NXT next week or TNA or
Well, I feel
AEW.
like those people, they were also dressing for the convention. So like they were giving them like characters that people could relate to at the convention. Because
Makes sense.
a lot of people probably don't know those actual wrestlers, their actual wrestler names. They're like, oh, just have them be like some type of character from a show, and people will get it.
Smart. That's a smart play. But that main event match, it was the longest match of the night, which makes sense. The energy in there
Was
for that
live.
match was way more immersive and intense than
People
the other
wanted some
matches.
kissing. People kept asking them telling them to kiss each other.
Yeah, and they did. It was one lady specifically. I just remember her voice. It was so unique of a voice. It was high, like what we be doing on Doki Doki. Kato! Kato! I'm like, oh my god, that was funny. The match was, it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. I ain't gonna lie, but for an amateur match, they did some pretty cool moves. But as an overall match, I don't know. I think it could have been a lot better. I wish it was a little bit longer. I'd say for like 5 minutes longer, and they did more crazy moves. It seemed like at the beginning they didn't know what they was doing.
Yeah.
And then in the middle, it kind of got some moves done, and I was like, I like where this is going. And then the ending happened. Would you like to say what the ending was?
Off the top rope, wasn't it? Off the top rope, what'd he do? I don't know. I forgot. Some type of move off the top rope and pinned him, right?
Yeah. The guy who we thought was gonna win, who had everybody screaming, yeah, was Lee, right? Mr. Lee. He had rainbow hair. That's who he was portraying, like Dante said. And we thought he was gonna bring the house down. I'm telling you, if that man won, the whole building would have erupted and cheering. But sadly, that man did not win that night. He lost. And that was the most shocking moment to me. I couldn't believe it. But to come off work and go here was great. I love that. I was like, yo, this is a great way to start off Colassacon. And that was one of the best moments for me. All right. And then after that, we went to some panels.
18 and up.
The 18 and up panel.
My favorite panel happened that night.
I'll let you.
Which one it was.
I'll let you take the mic away, co-host.
So we went to this one panel with there was this guy, or there's this lady playing Lady D from Resident Evil, and then there was the guy. He kind of gives me like freaking Gerard the Completionist vibes,
Oh
or something like that. But he's a real funny dude. He's cool. He was behind the laptop, kind of controlling what was going on the screen. But Lady D, she had the microphone, and she was having guests from the crowd come up, and it was like a dating sim kind of deal where you got to have your choices of 3 questions, and there was 3 candidates, and you could ask the questions to each of them, trying to see which one was the right choice, and usually it was 2 that were the wrong choice. So if you got it right, you got to see some hentai. Everybody did. Of those characters or that character.
Yeah.
And it was very, very, very 18 and up. A lot of sausage meat going around.
It was crazy.
A lot of taco lips.
Oh shit.
A lot of bodily fluid.
Yeah.
And then like every time he would have us like clapping our hands, like just like going along with the beat because it was that beat. And then at the end of every video or every montage, it was the dude that was going like, yes,
Yes.
yes. So that was my favorite panel, like
Of the whole
weekend.
Yeah, it was a
hilarious.
very unique panel. The host, I still think, man, she was a little bit aggressive. Me, but like Dante said this to me off mic. He said, "Man, that's just her character," and yeah, her character was mean, but she's a very good host. The whole audience loved her.
Yeah.
And then you forgot the ending. You want to say the ending?
Oh, I didn't forget. I was gonna say it.
Oh, okay.
So at the end, all of the contestants of the game got to smack her on the behind because she said she was a sub. So she was, yeah, go ahead and give me a good smacking. So they had the little thing on the stick with it looked like a fly swatter, but the first like couple of contestants got to slap her with that until the thing broke. So then it broke, and then she allowed them to just use their hands. Like I think it was the last 3. So they were like smack it, all on her butt. Hagrid was up there. That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was very funny.
But yeah, that was a fun panel. I love that one.
It kind of reminded me of like a red light district because of how she started off. Like imagine you go to a red light district and you just see like a freaking Power Ranger. You're like, what are you doing here, man? You see like just wild characters you've never seen. Like you see a Big Bird or something. What is Big Bird doing in the red light district? You trying to get some brothers or something? But yeah, that panel was
Awesome.
yeah. And there was a guy behind us. He told a joke.
He told us one of the lame jokes,
Yeah.
but it got us cracking up.
Yeah, he told 2 jokes. Hey, what time is it? She said.
Yeah,
he said,
the lady on the mic.
He said, time for you to get a watch. And then it was just silent.
Yeah, the silence is I think what made me weak because like nobody said anything.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Oh, that was a good joke."
And we just started busting out laughing. He was like, I'm funnier than Dave Chappelle. I was like, oh, okay.
Let me bring that ego down a little bit, good sir. It was okay.
Yeah. I think that was because they were intoxicated and everybody was intoxicated. Yeah, but what would you rate that?
That panel?
That panel.
That was definitely like a 9 or 8 for me.
For me, that was a, yeah, I'd say it was up there for 9 and 8. It's an experience I'll never forget. It's mad funny. I just felt like, for me, maybe if you switch the host out.
I liked her as the host.
She was a good host. Never mind. You don't got to switch the host out. They go for her. They liked her. So even if you like put her in anything, it seems like she has a big following. So the people.
She's got OnlyFans, as she said. So
people love her. So hey, you see how many people was in that room? It was mad people in that room. So yeah. And after that, where did we do?
I don't remember much on that night. I think we probably left.
We checked the notes. I took a picture with the dude at the wrestling match. I had okay, yeah, that was it. That's all we did because it was pretty late. It was about 2 in the morning, and we just went home and went to sleep.
And then Saturday happened.
Saturday,
that was quite the day, man. That was probably the best day.
For you?
Like in total, probably.
Yeah, for me too. That was my full day. Saturday, it was an experience. Woke up probably like 8. I was like, I'm waking up at 8. No, snooze, man. Then I woke up again at I think like 10:30. Left for Colassacon around 12. And then I got there. I got there before you because as soon as I left, you came out the room.
Because I was slept.
Yeah. So then I go there, and I immediately get a drink. Immediately, here's a drink right here. Bang. It's a pineapple, frozen pineapple, and vodka. And I was like, and they wanted to. It was another fruit in there, and I was like, nah, don't give me that fruit. I just want the pineapple. And I had that. I was drinking that. Started chatting up with two ladies. As soon as I got there, I was like, got the drink in my hand. I'm feeling confident. As soon as I see them, boom, sign them. Boom, start chatting up. We start talking for about 10 minutes. I accidentally butt dialed you when I was talking to them.
Yes, because I was like, what am I getting this for?
I'm like, cause I'm calling you, and then I'm talking with them, and then I'm like, fuck, I can't talk to him and talk to them at the same time, cause now I'm just gonna look stupid. Trying to talk to you. Talk about, hold on, Dante. How are you doing? Oh, my bad, girl. I was just talking to my cousin. Nah, man. I'm like, all right, let me stop. So then, chatted with them. It was like, they were both over 21. Cause that's why they were both drinking because they were at the bar. One was a mom and then one was a daughter, and I'm like,
mommy daughter action.
The mom was not good looking, but she was there for her kid, like support, and the daughter was decent in my opinion, in my eyes only, because we all have different beauty standards. But the mother was talking to me more than the daughter. I'm like, okay, cool. We was just chatting up, and then they said they had to leave, and I was like, all right, cool. Then I called you again, and I was like, where you at? Doing my laundry. We gonna be here around 1 or 2. All right, bet. Bang the line. Boom. Then that's when I go to this robot fighting. I go in there, it's live. I'm still drinking. No. Psych, I lied. I walk around and I'm walking into a different thing and seeing what's going on, drinking. I go into the market, quote unquote market, and I look around, I see a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm like, maybe I buy this, maybe I buy that. I buy a couple things, and I'm like, I'll wait for Dante to get here, and then we can walk again together. And then I'm like, all right, cool. I go to the robot fighting, and when I went to the robot fighting thing, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great. They're gonna have swords. They're gonna have spinning things. It's gonna be crazy. Like, all this craziness I've been hearing about robot fighting. They have all these accessories going on. It's gonna be an amazing event. I can't wait to see it. It was a mediocre event at best.
Mediocre, he says.
At best.
And at best. At worst.
Look at this.
Just complete dumpster fire.
We was mad deep in there, right? The glass, which is supposed to be clear, my friend,
was dirty.
Was not only dirty, it was stained. Like, it looks like my glasses. It looks like it looks like my glasses, man. It was scratches all on the glass. It was tinted yellow, so it hasn't been cleaned. It was made out of plexiglass. So now I'm like, plexiglass, you could get plexiglass more like spares. Why can we not see? We are the spectators and we can't see. I'm 20 feet away from it and I can't see what's going on.
I'm literally supposed to be spectating.
Yeah, I'm asking the people. I'm asking the people in front of me as I'm sipping on my drink. Can you guys see this? They said, no, we can't see it at all. I'm like, how are we supposed to see? There's this big old projector. They're like, you could just look at that. That's the best way to see it. But in my opinion, I didn't want to bring this up. Why am I looking at a projector when I have it right in front of me? Right there. and I can't see it. What's the point?
Could just watch this on the internet or on the TV if I wanted.
Could have went home and watched this, but whatever. That they didn't even, and that was another thing. They didn't have anything crazy, no weapons. So it was just two. It looked like they had an RC car and chopped it in half. And sometimes there were sparks, and sometimes they were flipping out. But other than that, nothing crazy happened. I'm thinking swinging axes, swords, little spike balls supposed to be going around, little scoops supposed to be going around. Nothing of the sort happened.
Little spike balls.
If I was an engineer or inventing or manufacturing a robot for this, I would make this robot as cool as possible. But I know certain people don't have money, and certain robots are expensive. But we're at Colassacon. Bring the best of the best. Don't show me mediocre. I did not pay this much money to be shown mediocre. That's just me. I'm at this point in my life where I want to see the best of the best. Do not show me anything terrible. So that was that. I took a couple videos of that. And then we went to, I met up with Dante.
Oh, when I arrived fully in my Hedon cosplay.
Yes.
And as soon as I got close to the entrance, I got asked for my picture twice. And I was like, oh snap, I ain't even get in the building yet, and I'm already getting asked for pictures.
Yeah, let them know.
If you guys didn't see my cosplay, you probably didn't. But I was dressed up as Hedon, and I literally had his whole get up, like the robe, the scythe, the headband on here, and then my necklace, and then the wig. So I had everything. I even had the ring.
I think one of the pods you dressed up as him, right?
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah.
I think that was last week, wasn't it? Yeah. In preparation for this.
Oh, dang, that's crazy.
But then I didn't put the video on because I was like, oh. But that's another story for another day.
Yeah.
So then, I went in there and met up with you.
Now here's where my memory goes a little wonky because I was drinking. I'm not sure what events took place first. I have on my photos that we went to go to the next panel, which was the Slice of Life animes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did we go there or did we go to the market?
I think we went to the one show that we're talking about the characters' boobs. And we missed Mario. I think that was the first thing we went to.
Oh, okay. So we went there and people were asking about underwear, right? And how certain characters look in their underwear or swimsuits. You know, because underwear on females are swimsuit, but just waterproof.
Yeah. Which
is another. I find that pretty funny. Like girls would be like, "Oh my god, my underwear," but then they go to the beach and they'll be like, "Oh man, I'm wearing this swimsuit. I look pretty good." So I don't understand that, but it is what it is. We went there, and I think you had to be 18 plus, right, to get in.
Yeah.
And nothing was too crazy about that one, because the first 18 plus we went to was crazy. Well, I went to was crazy. You went to the fan fiction one.
Yeah.
But that one where they was talking about porn and stuff, that's how I thought all the 18 plus ones was. And that one was more
tame.
Yeah, it was more tame. They were just talking about different characters and how they looked in their swimsuits, and everybody was very. I thought it would have been more, you know, ooh, I'm man, ooh, boobs no big, ooh, bonk, something like that. But it was, people were actually given really good insight and really good input on why they don't like this specific swimsuit.
Or yeah,
like, hey, the swimsuit's, her body looks good, but the swimsuit is bland. Or hey, I can't even see his swimsuit. There were certain swimsuits I couldn't even see because either the background was doing too much or the art style, the way the artist drew it or illustrated it, was horrible, and I couldn't even see it. I asked the person ahead of me, Could they see it? Because I always want to ask people around me, because I might be in the wrong.
Because your glasses, you need to get new glasses. Yeah,
I need to get new glasses, so I can't see most of the time. So I gotta ask people around me, hey, can you see this? I gotta see what's around. I'm outside. I gotta see what's outside. The guy in front of us, he couldn't see it. I don't know. I just wish I was there for that whole thing, but that was a good one. Then what happened? I'll let you explain the rest of Saturday until I tag in. So, tag out my brother.
Yeah, I think we probably went shopping at the thing. I think that's when you got your bleach outfit around that time.
Yeah.
So, because I was telling him, I was like, dude, ain't nothing like, what did I say? Ain't nothing like wearing a cosplay, that's what gets you in. And you didn't believe me or something at the time. You were like,
Yeah.
And then after you got that, you were like, he was right. It's a good starting point. Like, everybody approaches you.
I ain't gonna lie. This is on film. Dante is 100% right. 100%. No, not 100. 1,000% right. We gotta let that know on camera. You're right.
Like, the amount of people that approached us on Friday compared to Saturday and even Sunday doesn't compare.
Yeah.
Because we had our stuff on.
When I don't have the costume on, it's like, I had this thing I was telling Dante today, like, you gotta. Last year, I said, I'm going anywhere. I'm just going in my regular clothes. I don't really care about. We good?
Yeah, you can keep going.
I don't really care about going anywhere in some special outfit. I'm going in my clothes. I don't care. It's just me in my clothes. I'm doing casual. But this year I changed my whole outlook on stuff because I've been moving and shaking in different places in different rooms. Like when we went to the Cavs game, I said, I can't wear any other team. I don't want to wear anything other than Cavs. Because when you're there, you got to be in the moment. So next time we do go to the Cavs game, I kind of want to get a Cavs jersey.
Yeah.
And at Colassacon, when you go into the conventions and stuff like that, you kind of want to be in there, in the moment. So you're gonna have to wear a costume or a cosplay. It could be something stupid. It could be something expensive.
Right.
I got my Kenpachi Zaraki robe, and that was pretty cool. It was expensive, but it was worth it.
Definitely.
And then as soon as I got it, I was like, yeah, these feel weird because it was a new experience to me. Then, I'll let you explain it from here.
Where are we at?
I got my costume.
Oh, yeah. You got your costume. We were going around getting a lot of compliments and or asked for pictures, which is pretty cool. I always love.
It was mainly Dante. He was like a celebrity in that joint. Everybody loved Hedon.
Yeah, I didn't know how many people were fans of Hedon.
Yeah.
Because everybody was like, praise Lord Jashin and all that.
They loved
I met a female Hedon.
Yeah.
She loved my cosplay, of course.
That boy, he was on fire. He was like Satan. You was on fire. Come on, man. You was on that.
And my favorite was when I met up with the other Akatsuki guys.
Oh, yeah.
And a majority of them were black, and I was like, let's go.
Yeah.
Kane was black. He had the contacts in. I think I liked his cosplay a lot. So we talked with them, and they told us there was going to be an Akatsuki photo shoot out by the grass. And I'm trying to figure out, where's the grass? And they're like, we don't know, but we're just going to go look for some grass. So then we go outside at 5 o'clock. We see them over in the grass by the rocks, but the rest of the Akatsuki were not where they were supposed to be. They were over by the bridge, not by the grass. So we're like, what is going on? Now we gotta go walk all the way over there and meet with them. And the first thing I see is the inflatable shark. Who's supposed to be Kisame jumping up like, hey, what's up? In this big inflatable shark outfit. I loved his outfit, bro. That was so funny. I got the picture too.
That was a 10 out of 10 outfit. It's like as soon as you see that, you have a beautiful emotion of laughter. That's the exact kind of costume you want, man.
Because Kisame, he's a shark dude.
He's a shark dude.
He had the whole inflatable shark, bro. I loved it.
Oh my god, left shark and the Itachi robe, or the robe, Katsuki robe.
Yeah.
Great.
So yeah, like he had a Samehada, and then there was another Kisame I was with who they had a Kasamehada. He had a Kasamehada.
Yeah, one looked like
Kasamehada.
one of them looked like a popsicle. But I didn't say that.
Like they're comparing the sizes.
Yeah,
Kasamehada.
I didn't want to rain on their parade. You know, we're all drunk and stuff. Some people are high. You just there trying to have a good time. But looking back on the picture, you can tell one of them looked larger than the other. Yeah.
We had the photo shoot, and then we did one with like Piper Perry and Rock Lee was in the middle, sitting cross-legged. The dude that was just like Rock Lee with the wig, bro. Oh my god,
that was a great, man.
I love the cosplays I saw this weekend.
Yeah, I wish I would have got them on. No, never mind, because I'm probably never going to speak to them again. But that was a good moment.
I mean, I got some of them on like Instagram and Facebook and stuff.
Yeah.
So we were supposed to meet up with them that night, but we'll get to that eventually. But then we went to go get something to eat at Culver's because food at Kalahari is expensive.
Very.
And then we came back and I put on my black skeleton suit that time, and I was like, it's about to get real.
Oh, yeah. For some reason, I thought you had it on the whole time.
No.
But, yeah, man, that suit, man. You like that suit?
It's with the character. It goes with the character.
Is it hot in that?
It kind of was, but it wasn't like overbearing.
Because I'm like, black on black is a lot. You know, I like to wear black a lot, so I know how hot it is to wear it.
But luckily, we weren't in the sun. We were inside.
Yeah, the AC was blasting, so I'll give it that.
Yes, they had the AC blasting this year, luckily, and which is smart because everybody's in their cosplays. They're going to need to be cold.
Right. I like how they shifted the rooms around this year compared to last year. That was amazing. What else happened? I'll let you keep going. I don't want you to stop.
That Saturday night, we just went to some panels. I don't remember the panels specifically. Then we played some games, arcade games, board video games.
Play Smash Bros.
Smash Bros.
I don't think we played any board games. We went into the board game room and we saw Monopoly, and I said, we got to have some people to play Monopoly with. I was just, no offense, Dante, but I don't want to play Monopoly alone with you. He said, no, I get it.
If we would have had our cosplays, we definitely could have found someone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I had my cosplay.
Yeah, if I would have had mine before, probably would have fixed the problem. I think I'm more approachable. It's a more approachable. You know, they're like, oh man, he's playing dress up. So
he's one of us.
Yeah.
They want to know that you're one of them. That's what it is.
Yeah, they want to know.
So, we did that. We went back and changed into the swim attire.
Oh yeah.
Because it was time to go to the rave.
The rave.
So we went back inside.
And let me say, when I'm thinking of a rave, my idea of a rave is flashing lights and super.
I thought they were gonna at least dim the lights and then have like the laser shooting everywhere.
I thought it was gonna be a night out, like when we went to that one concert.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about that, but it's fine. We went to
that concert was live.
We went to a concert. And,
what was the name? Skull, whatever.
Yes, something. But his concert was amazing. I was in the middle, and I love music, so I'm trying to get in the middle to see how it is. And I get in there, and it's freaking 15 degrees hotter in there, and then everybody's jumping up, and at first I'm not feeling it. I'm like, I don't really dig what's going on, but then I'm like, sometimes you just gotta fake it right till you make it. So I'm faking, I'm jumping up, and then the music starts, the quality of the music got better, and I'm like, all right, bet, this is it. And then I get closer, and then more people jumping up, and I'm like, all right, bet, I'm gonna jump too. So I start jumping up and going crazy, and all of a sudden I see black people, and I'm like, oh yeah, we're in there. And then we all start jumping like crazy, and then another song happens, the energy goes down, another song happens, it goes up, and I'm asking like, how long has it been there? They tell me, I'm like, is he only gonna be here an hour or 2 hours? They said he's supposed to be there 2 hours.
Man's cut his thing short.
I'm like, he cut that mask short. And a lot of stuff happened while I was up in there. People was moving forward. A lady lost her phone. We were looking for that for like a good minute. As soon as that happened, I was like, dang, bro, please don't accuse me of taking your phone, because I was right behind her.
Oh, she probably just dropped it and some people stepped on it.
Yeah, she found it eventually, but we was flashing our lights around. The last song he pulled was great. Then they was like, oh, cool. Oh, one more song. He's walking out, and then he does like the turn back, and he's like, I didn't think that would actually work. All right, let's go. And he plays one more song. And let me tell you, I have never experienced the encore, and that was crazy. Oh man, that's my first experience of something like that, and I always wanted to be there. And so that energy, I won't forget that. It was a small event, but if the energy is good enough, anything is possible. And I seen that tonight. It was amazing. After that happened, I think I had I definitely had my costume on, because I remember it was this Harley Quinn lady. She was about like 5'2". I think she was with her dude. And I'm like, she's like, I like your costume. It was a black girl. I like your costume. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I like yours too. And then her boyfriend looked back at me, and I'm like, oh my God, please. I'm not trying to fight you over a compliment. And then he just, he was tall and I was tall. So I'm like, I think he's like, all right, bro, this dude's tall. He's going to be a problem. So then he just turned back around. And I'm like, man, I got to try to get out of here, because I'm not trying to talk to this lady in front of her, man. I assumed it was her, man, because they were kind of close together, and he was like right next to her, and they was talking. So then that's when I come back to Dante, and we talk. I get my drink. I didn't drink the rest of my drink. Then I drink the rest of my drink, and then we go back in the front, and we start chatting it up, and then these freaking muscle guys with no shirts on come in, and I'm like, hey, what gym you go to? Because I know you go to a gym. And then he tells us the gym, and then we start chatting it up. I forgot what they said. Do you remember?
Wasn't this thing supposed to go on 2 hours? We were like, yeah. They were like, oh, I'm disappointed now. Oh, you guys are going to the rave? Go ahead, you can meet us by the hot tub instead. That's where everybody be vibing. And that was pretty much the gist of the conversation.
That is exactly what the conversation was. Good eye, because I didn't remember the most of that.
So then we go to the water park, and
first of all, we didn't know how to work the lockers. We didn't know how to work the lockers, or how to even get into the locker.
No.
So then one of the employees, I see one of the employees coming in. I'm like, yo, how do you work this shit, man? He's like, don't worry about it. I got you. And then he helps me out. I see him tapping, and he taps the XL, and he's like, we only got extra larges left. I'm like, damn. And the extra large was like $35. And the regular small one or medium one was like $20. I'm like, man, this is outrageous. For us to only have it for one night and it'd be $35. So that was weird, but we had to pay for it. We get there, we put the code in. At first I didn't have my receipt. So I put the receipt in the locker, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I go to the water park, or I go to the wave pool while you're, changing your clothes and all that. And then I put my Birkenstocks down. This guy comes out of nowhere, and he starts chatting me up like he's trying to bag me or something. And I'm trying to, the Asian dude. And I don't like this no more. No more. Please, I'm not trying to be mean, but please do not, if you're a guy and we are at a convention and we all have the same, and we're a single man and we all like girls, do not try to talk to me while I'm on a mission, bro. I am not trying to talk to no guy, because that's just going to make me complacent, and it's hard to get out the box. It's hard to get out the box. You talking to this dude, he taking up all your time. Everybody around you sees you talking to him, so they ain't going to want to talk to you. So it's like, bro, you're weighing me down. in a literal sense. I can't get away from you. So then I'm like, all right. He's like, where's your cousin at? I'm like, let me go check. I did not see that man for the rest of the night because I was trying to shake him loose. I said, this man is a problem. I cannot. And I don't know if he knew it. He was the problem, but he is a problem. Please stop talking to me when we are single men looking for females. You talking to me is not going to complete the mission. Us talking to females is going to complete the mission, because then our success rate will go up. So I leave the wave pool and I call Dante. I'm looking for him. Where you at? We find each other and we go into the hot tub. And that hot tub, when we go in there, I'm like, oh man, this feels amazing. It's hot because it's a hot tub. The inside portion of the hot tub was mad boring. I didn't like it. It was terrible, right?
Yeah.
The outside portion of the hot tub is where it's at, because not a lot of people there. It's low light, and you can really tend to yourself. But when we went out there, it was deep. It was mad people there. I went in there first. I was trying to find a seat. I barely found one. And then Dante came in. He had to sit on. He didn't have a seat for at least 5 minutes. He was just floating around like a penguin.
Yep.
In the ocean. And after 5 minutes, he got him a seat. Then there was this lady. She came in towards me, to the side of me. I started talking to her for a minute, not like trying to bag her or nothing like that. This lady was a teacher from Atlanta, and I was like, oh, my family's from Atlanta, because our family's from Atlanta. And then we started talking about her teaching and stuff like that. And then after that happened, we stopped talking. And then this guy to the left of me. The guys are always ruining it. It's always the guys, bro. It's always the guys. It's a momentum killer. I'm telling you. And I am now understanding this. The guys are the bane of my existence. They will kill your streak, man. So the guys start talking, and I'm such a nice guy. I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm getting murdered in front of me. So, I really don't. So, guy starts talking to me, and boy, he hits me with some questions, and I'm answering those passionately. Then the girl's looking at me, like glancing at me. I'm like, bro, man, I'm trying to talk to him, I'm in conversation with him, because I'm trying to be a nice guy. But then I'm also trying to get the attention of her. She trying to like hint at me to talk to her more. She's trying to like move over like this, scared of contact. You was on the other side, so you couldn't feel all this, but she was all over me like this. I'm like, damn, bro. Now I'm just talking. I'm still talking to him, and then she eventually left, and I was like, damn, bro. Shit, I didn't even get like no information from her. But she was old as hell, so she probably wouldn't let me do nothing anyways. But I was gonna try. Then the little DJ dude came in with the sound JBL speaker, and everybody just went crazy. The lady next to us, we was talking about music and stuff. I said, oh, this is a bop, this is a bop. This isn't a bop. If I was the DJ, I would have changed this, because I'm a music guy. And you got to play to your audience. Again, I say that. Wrestling matches, play to your audience. And your DJ, play to your audience. So more of the club mix. You need to play more of the club mix. You know, all the hottest of things. I asked dude, can he play Way Too Sexy? He said he doesn't even have that. I looked at him crazy, but I went back to my seat, and then you asked me, what did you ask him to play? I said, Way Too Sexy, but he didn't have it. He's like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, this is crazy. The guy next to me, he's like, yeah, play some Chief Keef. I'm like, yeah, play some Chief Keef, man. He didn't have that either. And then he just started playing 80s, 90s, early 2000s pop and hip hop. And that's what it was. And then there was this lady. She just started talking to me out of nowhere. It was a black lady. She just started talking to me. I'm like, oh snap, this is crazy. I really wasn't interested in her at all. Not that she wasn't good looking or anything, but it's just like I had my mind set on other things at the moment. So I was like, man, I'm not worried about you. But I listen in because Black Power. I listen and I put my inputs and all that, my 2 cents and all that. And she started talking to me and she's like, oh man, you got the phone? Look at that phone. And I showed her the phone, and I showed her some of the stuff we've been doing. And she's like, oh my God, that's amazing. And all that. What's your wallpaper? Super Monkey Ball? You like Super Monkey Ball? I'm like, yeah, I like Super Monkey Ball. All that stuff. You like Super Monkey Ball? She's like, what was your first game? And I'm like, this. She's like, what? I was like, what's your first game? Oh, it was this and this. And we just kept talking about, stuff like that. And then we eventually stopped talking. And then that's when it is just like, that's another thing, a momentum killer. When you just stop talking, it's hard to get the ball rolling again because they got that silence, and that silence just kills you.
Yep.
So then that happened, and the DJs finally started playing hip hop music, and that was pretty cool. I didn't know, and also the other thing about the black girl, I didn't know it was it was one dude and 2 girls. So what's confusing to me is it's hard to see because we're in low light where or who the guy's dating. So I'm like, if I talk to her too much, maybe he's in like a monogamous relationship and he has them both as girlfriends. Maybe he has the girl I'm talking to as a girlfriend. Maybe because the girl on my left, or the girl on my right, sorry, I was talking to her, but her man was right there. So I'm like, I could tell that was her man because the vibe he gave off. I'm like, I'm not trying to talk to her like crazy because her man's right there. So I was like, man, I'm just trying to move over to the left a little bit, talk to people on my left, but you were on my right, so I had to talk to you.
No, they were between us.
Yeah, they were between us. My bad. And that's how it was on my side. How was it on your side, Dante? I know you had some females. Oh yeah, one more thing. There was these 4 ladies in front of me, and I got long legs, and they were just all in front of me, and I'm like, man, I can't. The way the hot tub was set up, every 5 seconds, either my dick could go up. Not erect, they just could float up, or my legs will go up. I didn't have a choice. It was just going up. So every 5 seconds it go up, I had to push it down or I had to readjust like this. They went right in front of me and I told them, hey, I need kind of space because my feet are just going up out of nowhere. They started giggling and laughing. I'm like, I'm serious, but okay. And then they got closer. And I'm like, I can't move my legs. So now I'm like this, sitting in the pool next to everybody, looking like a loner. And that was the final experience I had in that hot tub before they kicked us out. Over to my co-host Dante for his sports news assist.
It was pretty wet, being surrounded by 2 dudes. Of course, my luck. Because there was a dude with his girl, and then other dudes decided to slide in right by me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like sitting there, and then it got squished when everybody tried to sit in. So now it's like skin on skin.
Dudes are momentum killers. Say it with me. Dudes are momentum killers. They are, dude. They will kill your whole streak. And it's like, man, we are such nice guys. We don't notice it, but we got to start calling that stuff out. Like, dude, you see me? I'm trying to talk to a girl here, and you're talking about how was your day. I'm trying to hear that from a female, not from a dude. Unless you're trying to back me, but I don't go that way. I don't float that way. So, yeah. Guys are momentum killers, man. Yeah. Well, I really want to have this as a topic on the podcast, but whatever. I'll keep saying it, and I'll keep saying it. Where we live, guys will approach you more than girls because you know how it is. And they'll compliment you and stuff like that, and then you get to talking for about like 5-10 minutes. Then you start talking for 20-30 minutes. Next thing you know, an hour goes by, and you're like, man, my objective here was to talk to ladies, not talk to dudes. And then I failed that. Like our objective, I said, Dante, what's our objective for the night? To talk to some females. That was what the objective was it not?
Yep.
And we have made the objective. We did make the objective. But man's was literal men were trying to make us fail. And that's, I think we have to be more verbal against that happening.
Okay.
But I think some people might see us as dicks if we be like that. But I don't know. And then 3 o'clock happened. We all got kicked out of the hot tub. And then we went into the wave pool. I went to the wave pool for about 5-10 minutes to see how it was. It was a rave. I'm trying to see like where girls at and stuff like that. I go in the middle and it's all dudes, and I'm just like, eh. And the girls that were around me, they weren't my type. I'm like, eh, because you know you're on vacation. You're trying to, you're not trying to worry about freaking anything else than just having a good time.
Right.
So yeah, I get out the pool. I'm like, this isn't for me. And then meet up with you, grab my Birkins. No. Scratch that. I get out the pool, I get my Birkins on. I'm looking for you. I don't see you. I walk away with my Birkins, and then you tap me. You're like, Nick, and I turn around and I'm like, where have you been? There's some friends I had to talk to or something like that. I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah, that happened, and then
I met that dude that was talking to you came over to me at the end of the night while you were in the freaking rave thingy, and he was like talking to me like, "Hey, are you Nick's cousin?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then he was trying to talk to me. He was like, "Yeah, you want to go get some water?" And I was like, "I guess, why not?"
I met that guy one time, bro.
He acted like he knew you forever.
Ain't act like he knew me forever, bro. I get it. It makes me sound like a dick saying this, but guys, we are not buddies like that. I met you 5 minutes ago, fam, and we are looking for females, not males. So why are you trying to talk to me when there are beautiful and bountiful women around us? We gotta uplift ourselves and give confidence and try to move and push our brothers to go get the objective. So you talking to me the whole night and putting your arm around me and trying to just, be around me, it's not the objective. You're killing me, man. You're killing me, man. And that's what happened. I had to get away from that. I can't be getting killed all the time. So, Dante had texted, we went to the locker room. Dante had texted one of the Akatsuki members, "Hey, where's the party at?" He did not get a reply. So we went home. The next day, we wake up, it's Sunday. They reply back, and they tell him, "Hey, there was really no crazy party." Man, why did you tell us that? Why did you tell us that earlier? Because we could have went probably to the hotel room and walked around for a good 5-10 minutes before we found a party. Because I promise you, there had to have been one party that was free for us to go to. Like it was like 3 a.m. and we could have been up until like 5-6 a.m. When you having a good time, you could wake up at 8 and go to sleep at 6 and do it again the next day and the next day. But it's just, we didn't find it. And that's one of the things I wish I would have had on this vacation. There's like 4 things I wish I would have did that would have made this the 10 out of 10 experience for me. 1, have a one-night stand. 2, talk to more girls. 3, take mushrooms. And 4, I forgot the 4th one. Maybe if I had the whole weekend, I could have got something done. But those are my 4, man.
We got like 7 minutes of video.
But then Sunday came, and we got there at like 12, close to 1. You can explain this. You can probably.
Oh, you're on to today?
Yeah, Sunday.
We just went to some panels again. No, we went shopping, last minute shopping. I got like a kunai to go with my costume, and I got some stickers to put on my car, cool stuff like that. Oh, and then I got a Naruto book bag. That was pretty cool. And yeah, we went shopping. I think we went to one panel about the self-defense, and there was like some sort of wedding at the end that I don't know if it was real or not still.
Yeah, I think it was real. And the lady sitting next to us, I saw her from the line, and I was like, yo, she is fine. She's good. Well, her body was fine. Her body was banging. It looked like she had a BBL. I'm looking at her. I ain't tell Dante because when you around people, your voice, in a good way, accentuates. So when I tell you something, you kind of yell it out like this. So if I was to tell you, yo, she got a nice bod, you'd be like, yo, who has a nice bod? Oh, her over there? Oh, she kind of does have a nice bod. And you don't know it, but it does happen. So I was just like, I'm gonna just keep this to myself. So we get in the room, and we're walking in a single file line, and I look around. I do my little look around the whole room. As soon as we get in the door, I'm looking. I'm zoom looking, and I see her. She's on the opposite side, and then she's with a guy. So I'm thinking maybe that's her boyfriend. But then the guy went to the front row. She went to like the third row, and I'm like, oh thank God, you the real one. So I'm going over there. I'm trying to walk over there to her. I'm like, I'm trying to go to this seat. Dante's like, no, let's go to the front row. I'm like, nah. I'm like, nah, man.
I was wondering why you went to that one.
Yeah, I'm like, nah. In my mind, I'm like, I got everything planned, bro. I'm trying to think like 5 steps ahead. I'm like, nah, I got this seat, man. So I'm sitting right here. The guys, there's a guy right next to me. He scoots over. I'm like, you didn't have to scoot over. He's like, no, it's fine. So then I'm thinking you're gonna sit this way, so that way I could like scoot over and see. Dante sits to the left of me, right in front of the girl. In my mind, I'm like, this motherfucker.
I know that's what you was doing.
So then I'm like, maybe Dante will talk to her. Dante, please secure the bag, bro. Please secure the bag. The whole time, Dante was just looking at the thing. I'm like, man, do you not see what's to the side of you? There is a girl, her body's banging, and she looks great. And you're not gonna say anything?
I did not even notice it.
He didn't notice it at all. It was like he was blind to it. But hey, man, I should have told you. My bad, dog. So then I'm trying to like, while this what's going on, I'm like glancing over, I'm like trying to figure out, how can I talk or strike up a conversation with this lady? You know, you got to think strategically. I see her, I'm like, the guy's talking, he's like a comedian or something up there. I'm looking down, I'm like, all right, man, she got rings on, she's eating Pocky, her hair's kind of curly, all right, and I'm thinking like she's Latino or whatever, and I'm looking at her fingers, I'm like, all right, man, let's try to strike up a conversation with the rings. So after the thing goes on, I'm like, this is like James Harden said, this may be my only opportunity. I got to make something happen. So I start talking about the rings, and we talked like for like 2 minutes. And I'm like, damn, bro, I gotta think of some other shit. But then as we're looking at the rings, she has a ring on her ring finger, and I'm like, damn, this girl's weird. I'm not trying to do nothing crazy. So that was that.
I didn't. She wasn't my type. I didn't see.
What is your type, Dante? I want to know. So that way I can like push you.
I like the short, pretty girls, and a nice butt, nice breastises. Blondes are really good, but you know.
You heard that first, folks. So when we're outside and we see a short girl who's blonde, I'm gonna push you. I'm gonna give you that old push.
All right.
I am not gonna have you be talking with me the whole night. I'm not one of those guys, sir. I will push you. I'm gonna push you. But yeah, we're on a strict time limit. So you got anything else?
Nah, today was cool. We got recognized more and have, more people take pictures.
More people take pictures.
It boosts your ego, kind of. You're like,
it just feels good talking to more people. Like we're not really going out of the way to talk. Well, I am. We kind of are, but when people out of the blue talk to us, that's a different experience.
Because we're tall, we're probably intimidating a little bit. But when you put the cosplay on, you seem more approachable.
See, I'm
No matter how
5'5" when I got the costume on. I'm 6'2" when I had the costume off, so it's better, you know.
We just seem more approachable.
Yeah, more approachable.
Because when we were just in our outfits and just the regular outfits, and it's us two,
nobody,
ain't nobody talking.
nobody. It's like we're losers, dog. Who are you? No, we're nobody.
No, I don't think we're losers. I think they just see us too much as winners.
Hey, pound it. Hey, oh man, you nice.
Ending that on a good note.
That was a great.
So Colassacon was a great experience.
Overall, for me, I'd say that was cool. 8 out of 10. The 4 points I made, if I would have
made it a 10.
Oh yeah, that would have been crazy. I would have been like, "This is the best thing ever. Let's go!"
That Friday night panel made the whole weekend. So I'm gonna just say that. That dude and his wife, I'm assuming, is this his girlfriend or something? I don't know.
I don't think they weren't. The guy was married. That woman was married. That wasn't.
That wasn't him, though?
No, that wasn't him.
Oh, never mind. Well, they seem like dope people.
Yeah.
So maybe see him again.
Here's to 2023 when hopefully we're still alive. Let's go! Just the tips.
We out. Just the tips.
You